If you own a Chevy, the very first thing you should do when you buy your car is go into settings, go to sounds, and maximum startup volume, turn this all the way down. So this will basically start the volume wherever it is for your audio. So I just saved you a huge heartache when you hear this thing blast in your ear. You're welcome. Welcome back to JB Reviews. Today we're going to do another video on the 2021 Chevy Silverado 1500 with the Duramax. Now if you haven't had a chance, go back and watch the last video. I did a video kind of going around this diesel engine, and I think that is a good option if you want good fuel mileage. Now the question we're going to ask today is, how big of a trailer should you tow with this truck? Let's find out. There are two downsides to this truck if you are looking to tow. The first one is you can only get a 323 axle, which comes standard. You cannot get a higher axle ratio. And the reason why is because the max trailering package is not available for this truck. So I would say if you are looking to tow a trailer a lot, I would probably skip this and go with the 6.2 liter with the max trailering package. I mean, as far as the power goes for this specific truck, this only has 277 horsepower and 460 foot-pound-feet of torque, so it's not a ton of power in terms of horsepower, but the torque number is huge for something like this. But on the side here, you do have tow haul mode. I like one thing, if you do turn it on, it does replace your battery for the transmission temperature. This does have a 10-speed, by the way. Trailer brake is just below. And one thing that Chevy does that's pretty unique is they do have a spot here for trailering. Ram has something similar to this too, but this is a little bit more advanced. It shows you connections, maintenance, cameras, vehicles, everything in one spot. All your checklists. You can hook up multiple trailers. I believe you can do up to 3 trailers. I believe up to 3 trailers. 1, 2, 3. Yep, there you go. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna check out these cameras. And as you guys know, this is a Weight Watcher, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a Grand Design Imagine. Now we're going to go with a 2400 BH, I think it is. And this is a 2250, but there's not enough space for me to show you some of the towing features for the truck. So we're going to use this as an example, okay? One thing I like about this camera system is you do have multiple camera views for your truck and trailer setup. This is for parking lines, and this one is specifically for getting that hitch lined up to the coupler. And as you can see, I'm all the way off, so we'll pull forward here. And we're going back up again. All right. And then as you get closer, you push the line, and then you can zoom in. And then that way, you can really make sure that you get it perfectly under the coupler, to get the hitch under. And check out your high definition rear view camera too. You do have cameras for the bed also. I mean, I don't know if you would be able to really tow a fifth wheel or something like this, so I would probably stray away from that, but let's go ahead and go back to this camera view too. I like that they give you the 360 camera view with it too. That does come in handy. So that should be perfect right there. The seats do vibrate because I do have the parking sensors on. I like that it doesn't like have a beeping sound, because that gets really annoying at times. So right there you can see it all zoomed in. So you put it in park, and it does apply the parking brake because it identifies that there's a trailer behind us. So you don't have to hit the button, guys. So let's go ahead and turn it off and take a look at the trailer. So as you guys can see, something that Grand Design does is they do give you a coiled breakaway switch. Really comes in handy. And for the most part, the coupler is pretty standard, what you see on most trailers. You do get a powered jack. And as far as the truck goes, one thing I like about the Chevy trucks, and Ford does this too, is they do give you a light right here. So if you are hooking up at night, you can see pretty much everything that's going on down here. We were just using the backup camera. Now you do have hookups for the camera, so if you want to put a camera on the back of the trailer, you can do so, and then you can plug in so you can see that camera on your truck screen, which really is cool. You do have a 7-pin connector. That's pretty much everything, guys. Let's check out these tow mirrors, because I'm pretty much centered here. I might straighten up a little bit more and might come back maybe a couple more inches just so we can check out these mirrors. Now you can get from the factory tow mirrors. I don't know if you can get it for this Duramax. I would tell you to skip that option personally, and the reason why is because I feel like they look kind of dumb on the half-ton trucks. Just my opinion. I mean, hey, I'm allowed to have my own opinion, right? So we're gonna get behind this trailer. This is a 17 MKE because the slide out is pushed in. So let's go ahead and back her up. I love these cameras, man. We live in a good time for automotive, I'll tell you. Like, we just have really cool features. All right, so we look like we're a little bit better this time around. All right. You figure you'd be about right there because you'll have to have a weight distribution hitch. I strongly recommend towing with a truck like this, have a weight distribution hitch. And as you guys can see, you can see perfectly around this trailer. I mean, like, you do not need those tow mirrors. Like, that is perfect. So if you've been thinking about it, there you go. You don't need them, so skip them. Now, my thumbnail showed you guys with the fifth wheel in this truck. So I wanted to just show it to you really quickly. I'll be honest with you, not only would this trailer just make this truck struggle, clearance would be an issue too. Now I probably could move it up maybe a couple more inches because the fifth wheel hitch would probably be maybe just about right here maybe. So maybe 4 inches up. But just because the manufacturer tells you can do something doesn't necessarily mean it's true. The trucks that are half tons that can tow this trailer don't look like this. They look like stripped down work trucks, and they're probably just 2-door regular cab trucks. So when the manufacturer says you can do something, they're talking about something totally different from what you're thinking. All right, guys, so here is the rig here. This is gonna be the 2400 BH through Grand Design Imagine is the model. And as you guys see here, it does have just a traditional style for the coupler, nothing fancy. 7-pin connector, and this is going to be a power jack with the light too. I like that they do that, and they do give you a coiled breakaway switch. This makes things a little bit easier. This rig does have a lot of storage too. I would say that this is probably above average for a travel trailer, and they give you lights on both sides, something that you don't see often, with a power outlet on this side too. Your back of your furnace is on this side, so they give you a option to hook up a TV on the outside. This is where you're going to add your fresh water, and I do like that this has an outside kitchen. Check this out. My next RV is going to have an outside kitchen. This is really helpful. They do give you a magnet for the top here. If you do live in your RV full time, you can store stuff on the outside that you don't really use a lot of. And they do give you a 2-cook burner cooktop, which is good, especially on those hot summer days. Spray ports on the side to wash things off. Now let's go ahead and step inside. I do like these step above steps. They are pretty wide too for something this size too. Sorry about the road noise, I'm kind of close to the road. Now when you walk in, they do give you a control panel, a little bit of storage, place to hang a few things. This is a little guy, so if you are looking for something this size, I mean, this is perfect for those short camping trips. I definitely like that it does have a bunkhouse, so if you do have young kids, this would be a nice setup. You could even get 4 kids on here too, so just keep that in mind. Tons of storage just below, and as you can see, they do give you a ladder. Your bathroom's going to be out back. This is a normal, typical floor plan that you see for these size travel trailers with bunks. They always have the bathroom in the back. Now, they still give you a porcelain toilet. They have surprisingly a lot of countertop space. Small sink, but you know, pretty adequate for this size. And this is a pretty decent size shower. For this size rig, I'm actually really surprised how big it is. They do give you some storage. This storage though, I can't even reach the back. I hate when they do that. I mean, you don't have to have it that deep because my arms are long and I can't reach all the way to the back. So if something falls back there, you're gonna have to get your tongs or something. But a little bit of storage above the sink. And I really like the setup of this bathroom. Really nice. Really nice. So there is no couch. So you would have to use your dinette to watch TV. So you could just maybe just turn this into a big sitting area if you wanted to. This can sleep some people too if you like. And again, tons of storage. Nice size TV. More storage. Your radio. And here's your cooktop. It's gonna be a 3-burner. About what I have in my 5th wheel, so that's pretty interesting. Now they do use a small microwave, but they make up for it with the countertop space, and they give you a big sink. This really comes in handy. There's no divider. This is my favorite setup. Love that. Very small refrigerator, but luckily you do have an outside refrigerator, so it does make up for the fact that you have a smaller inside refrigerator. I like the entrance here. Look how wide that is. And they do give you a pocket door on the side. You could put a TV up there. They typically do give you storage below the bed, so you have to be careful when you're putting heavy things on the front of this trailer, because obviously it's going to put more weight on the truck. But we'll find out just how much that Chevy Silverado can tow. But man, look at how deep this closet is. I mean, wow, a lot of storage sitting on that side. Now they do give you an area here for USBs and plug outlets. Nice spot for your phones. Really like that. They give you some lights above the bed. And let's just really quickly see what it looks like with the door closed too. All right, so it actually really did quiet it down in here too. They do give you a place inside the bedroom to control the climate. You only have one slide for this rig, and in order to dump, it's going to be out back because that's where your bathroom is. And I don't see that there's another area that you have to dump from. I guess you just pull this for the kitchen sink maybe. This is going to be for the kitchen sink. And then out back, you would have to dump back there. And I'm pretty sure you have a black tank flush out back too. I do like that they're using a Schwintek style slide out as opposed to a cable driven. It seems like Grand Design strays away from cable driven slides, which I do like. Now as far as the numbers go, this is going to have a gross vehicle weight rating of 7,495 pounds. You're going to have two 3,500 pound axles. Unloaded vehicle weight is 5,990 pounds. And then obviously you have 1,465 pounds for any type of cargo you want to put in here, like your clothes, your gear for your RVing trips, all that good stuff, food. So you definitely have a good bit of capacity for something like this. So let's go and take a look at the numbers on the truck. All right guys, so taking a look at the numbers, you do have a gross vehicle weight of 7,200 pounds. Curb weight is going to be 5,597 pounds with a max payload of 1,603 pounds. Now they're saying conventional trailers are up to 9,000 pounds. So as you saw, the trailer does pass the test for the conventional trailer weight, but does it pass the test for the max tongue weight at 900 pounds? Let's find out. Check out this overall floor plan. I didn't mention, but this did have a 21-foot awning on this side, and I really do like the layout of this rig. Now just below, it does show you your unloaded vehicle weight is 5,725, so it is slightly higher on the one we just reviewed. So with a few options, you can really add some weight to the trailer. Now they're saying that the hitch weight is 505 pounds, so they're figuring it's about 9% of this. We're going to use 11%. I like to go a little bit higher. You know, feel free to use whatever number you want, but I just want to do worst case for you guys. As far as the length, this is a long trailer. It's 29 feet long. So figure that rounded off, 11 feet in height. And as far as the tank capacities go, I mean, these tanks are pretty big. I mean, you have 2 gray water tanks, one for the bathroom and one for the kitchen sink. And then your black tank's gonna be about 45 gallons too. All right, so these are the numbers for the 2021 Chevy Silverado 1500 Duramax and the 2021 Grand Design Imagine 2400 BH. So all in, I put 535 for passengers, 300 pounds for cargo, which gives you 835 pounds. So I did a 200 pound husband, 135 pound wife, a 120 pound kid, and an 80 pound kid. So figure, you know, I don't know, whatever your situation is, you have to add or subtract from that. I'll be sure to put this spreadsheet in the description if you'd like to do your own numbers, but let's just use the hitch weight that's advertised. So picking this trailer up from the factory without any options to the trailer, you'll only have 263 pounds of available payload. At some point, you are going to have to load up this trailer. So let's just assume you're going to add 900 pounds to the trailer, which is going to give us 6890. And we're going to multiply that number by, I think I said 11%, right? So 6890 times 11% is going to be 758 pounds. All right. So will we have enough capacity? We do. We still have 10 pounds to spare. Just make sure wifey does not gain 10 pounds. So as I mentioned earlier, I would always recommend take the GVWR, multiply that by maybe 2% above whatever you're seeing online, because when that trailer gets to the dealership, they don't have batteries and they don't fill the propane tanks. So that's going to add weight to that hitch weight. So just keep that in mind. So we're going to do 11% of the gross vehicle weight. That number is going to be 824 pounds. Now, obviously we are over by a little bit here, but the good news is you can offset your cargo. I mean, I'm assuming because you do have a bed on this truck, you're going to have things in the bed. So you could, you know, drop this down 100 pounds if you want to take stuff out of the truck, put it in a trailer, if you have that option to do so, or you just don't bring it. You still will be able to stay within the payload capacity of this truck. My opinion, if you're planning on towing a trailer over 5,000-6,000 pounds, I probably would recommend just stepping up to a HD truck, just because you're going to have better stability. But in the event that you don't want a truck that's a little bit more uncomfortable to live with day to day, I think that this trailer and truck combination will work. You're just going to be really close on the numbers. Obviously, if you get a smaller rig, if you don't have as many passengers, that will definitely help you. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching this video and supporting this channel. If you have not done so yet, be sure to like and subscribe to my channel. I also have a car channel now called Attainable Exotic Cars. Be sure to go over there and subscribe to that channel too, and I'll see you guys soon.